Well, they showed the tape to everybody who was watching. I never hit any producer. It was my camera guy. I grabbed his t-shirt and his t-shirt tore. So I think everybody knows that. He's a huge guy. You can go find him and interview him if you want to and ask him if NeNe ever put her hands on him. And I did not. I grabbed his t-shirt and I pulled his t-shirt, which made it tear. Now, I wonder would they prosecute Teresa from New Jersey when she pushed Andy down at the reunion? You wonder if they had that same conversation with her. I was curious about that. I wonder if they had that conversation with her. Yeah. Well, another thing I know that was addressed was that I closed my computer early at the reunion. Well, I addressed that already, and then I addressed it again because, I mean, since it was brought up, I figured we might as well answer it again, right? So I closed my computer early, and rightly so. During the season 12, I was told, sent emails and text messages that a certain person could no longer film with me. I was saddened by that because I was okay with them filming with me. Actually, I felt like they were cool at that time, so I didn't have a problem with them filming. They not only told me, they told that person that they weren't allowed to film anymore. So, and they texted to me, right? So, once they were able to get that person to switch over to the other side with that group that they have twisted over there, then they were suddenly allowed to show up at the reunion. So I felt like, why do I need to be here? I have text messages and emails stating from you that this person isn't allowed to be here. That's one, and I think I addressed that when that happened. The second thing is, I found it interesting because NeNe closed her computer early. Then I thought about, I closed my computer early, yeah. So does it deserve that kind of stuff? Do you remember season 5 when all of us girls were talking to Kim about her not wanting to shoot as much? She doesn't shoot. She, comes when she wants to, leave when she wants to. We were planning a vacation around her schedule. She was pregnant at the time. And do you remember she walked out the entire season and walked into her own show? Do you remember that? You probably can go on YouTube and somewhere and get a piece of that. So I closed my computer, and it's a big deal. But this other person quit the whole show in the middle of the show and go into their own show. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I just wonder. So that was one of the things too. I wanted to really wow, this is crazy. Like, they're really saying stuff that don't make sense, because you need to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing was, I was offered $100,000 development deal. $100,000 development deal for my own show. $100,000. You hear me? $100,000 for my own show. After working here for all these years. And back when they offered me, when they offered me to do Road to Riches with Kim, they offered me $1 million. So they offered me $1 million to do the Road to Riches with Kim. And if I did my own show, $100,000. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of, you remember when Monique was having I think she maybe even have a lawsuit against Netflix. Remember Netflix offered her like $500,000, and all of these other comics or talents, Dave Chappelle and some other girl, tens of millions of dollars. That's what that that really feels like. That's that's a big window for somebody who's been here since the beginning. It's funny how I have all these text messages and emails about you built the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Of course, it's been tweeted by so-and-so before, him, and saying that I built the Real Housewives and all this stuff. And it's so funny how they lift you up in glory. I was just going back through like all my text messages and emails and all the stuff about, we love you, let's meet up for drinks, let's go to dinner, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this and this and this and this and this. And then opportunities that are coming to you are slipping away, like your opportunities are leaving. So many opportunities were offered and they disappeared. And I don't know. It's been interesting. It's been interesting. So I haven't taken up a lot of time. What's happening on the other side, I don't know why it's happening. You know what? I know we had an opportunity, and we still have that opportunity, to work in numbers and make things work for everyone. But we have a Terry Crews on our cast, and I'll let you guys figure out who that is. But they talk to the people behind our backs. I mean, we don't come together, because these people, I don't know, it's a lot going on. But you know what? I just know that I've gotten lots of emails and text messages, and I've told you guys that I will tell you what's happening with me. And this has gone on for so long, and it's no reason for it to go on this long. It's so disrespectful, I think. And I said I'm going to always let you know and hear from my mouth exactly what's going on. So I'm telling you right now, at this moment, it is not me, it's them. We have been cooperative here. There's, again, lots of opportunities were taken from me. I have tons of emails from 2008 all the way up until recent. And I don't have any problem talking about them, sharing my contracts and everything, because and the things and the emails that when these conversations were started, how these opportunities just disappeared. Look, everybody has the right to be able to have a livelihood and to be able to work without opportunities being taken away from them. So if this is not the place for me to work, I'm fine with that. I can carry on and go somewhere else. Just don't stop my opportunities in other places. So that's what I would really like to do. So as soon as I hear more, I will get on here and tell you guys more. But this is what I know up to this point. I have been offered a $100,000 development deal by myself. And when I was with Kim, we were offered $1 million. And that is a huge window. And after building this platform for not just for us, for so many people, you need to understand, when I opened up this door, Real Housewives of Atlanta, there was no Love and Hip Hop, no Basketball Wives, no Hollywood Exes, no Football Wives. None of those black ensembles were on television when we started over here. When I started over here, I opened up a door for the Braxtons and for all of these black ensemble shows that you see on television right now. Not that that door had not been cracked before. Remember, it was Flavor Flav and all those ladies. But when we kicked it off over here in Atlanta, it was a big thing. They already had Orange County, but it didn't pop like Atlanta did. It was different, and that opened up doors for other girls. When I went on Broadway twice, I opened up that door for the other housewives that have gone behind me to be able to work on Broadway. When I was doing the Real Housewives and scripted shows like Glee and New Normal, I opened up that door for other reality stars to be able to be reality and scripted. You know, so when I graced the cover of Ebony magazine as a breakout reality star by myself in a money dress, I opened up that door for the person or the people that come behind me to grace the cover of magazines like that. And one of the things I know that the other side has said to my side is that NeNe is a big star. And this is not my words, these are their words. NeNe is a big star, and we really don't know, what to do, what to do with her. She's really outgrown the platform. Well, my answer to that is, ma'am, sir, who don't want to work with the big star? Okay, who don't want the big star on their network? And the reason why you have a problem with it is because you have someone else over there that's taking opportunities that's coming to the people that you claim are a big star. You have that person taking their opportunities for themselves, okay? Or taking those opportunities and making them disappear. Now, see, we ain't gonna be able to stand for that. Yeah, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. That's not fair. That's not right. Okay? And you don't have to like me. You don't have to like what I say, but you should be able to have an open ear to what is right and what is wrong. And you should know what's right and what is wrong. And some of the things I just told you, in my opinion, you have your own, it's not right. Why should I make for a development of a show? Why should I be getting a $100,000 development deal after 13 years? And 4 or 5 years ago, you offered $1 million to do a show with a white girl. Why is it a big deal if I closed my computer early when you had a whole white girl to walk out of a show and get a show, quit the show, didn't even film? No slight to her. I'm just at this moment because we're in a decent place, but I'm just saying what it is. And I can't say it without saying that. You know what I'm saying? Why is it NeNe pulled, no, not even pulled, hit a camera guy, and we could have prosecuted her? You got to tell me something that, that I did that somebody else hadn't done. Teresa Giudice pushed you down. Did you prosecute her? And we can go on and on and on. So I just wanted to be able to drop that bug, and there's many more bugs to drop. So we'll just start right there. We'll start right there. And then we can start dropping emails and text messages and things like that. Because you know what? It is my duty. Just like I opened up all those doors for all these other people to walk through. And I felt like I really opened up those doors, okay? I really felt like we got on here and we really worked hard and gave them a great show. I mean, we did everything. Did some stuff we shouldn't have even done. Just been used up. We shouldn't have even done some of the stuff we did. But it is my duty to make sure that the next black woman coming up behind me don't have to deal with what I've dealt with. It is my duty to make sure that the next young black woman, okay, don't have opportunities taken from her just because someone who's working in that same area want to steal the opportunities. It is my duty to make sure that the next young black woman that comes up don't get besides opportunities taken from them, just don't get done this way at all. Don't get less pay than the other people are getting. And you know something else that concerns me too, and I don't know why it didn't happen, but I'm going to say this to you guys. Reality stars. There's a lot of reality stars. There's a lot of reality shows that have come and gone, and a lot of them are black. And I don't know if you know, but reality shows, they don't have health care, they don't have a union, they don't have anything. These people are working for their salaries and they don't have any health care at all. Any of them are getting sick and going to the hospital, they have to pay for what they sell. There's no health care, there's no anything. Now, I happen to have health care, and the reason why is because I'm a part of the union. I was on scripted shows, and so I've done scripted work, and I've done television, and I've done Broadway, where I've been on which is AFTRA. So I've been in the union all this time. But if it wasn't for me doing scripted things or union work, I would not have health care either. So majority of the reality stars, they don't have health care. Now, you have the guys who are holding the cameras and all that, they're all in the union. And they have a certain number of hours they can work. They have a certain amount of time they need to break and have a lunch or something. We don't get that. They just work you until, you know, until the crew need to take a break, and then you get a break because they got to take a break. So all these reality stars really need to come together and fight for some sort of health care. I mean, you guys are just working, and not having health care is really important. I've seen, just looking at social media, people being in accidents and stuff, and I just wonder, you know, how are they paying for it? There's reality stars who are pregnant and having babies. Like, how you guys are paying for it out your pocket? How does that work? You know, you should really come together and talk to somebody about, you know, working on getting some sort of health care, some sort of insurance, because it is needed. Okay, so from this point forward, I think I'm going to be over on YouTube. You know what? I have kind of like, I was doing some videos and I stopped doing some videos, and I'm opening about 3 different businesses right now. So my hands are so tied, me running around all day, and then by the time I get home in the evening time, I feel like, dang, I don't even feel like doing a video, or I'm not wearing makeup, you know, that often until I'm getting ready to shoot something, and we are shooting things inside of the house or in my studio. But yeah, and last thing, these women do not stick together. It's a problem that women don't stick together. There's a lot that happens behind the scenes you guys just don't know about, and they really need to stick together. And Terry Crews need to stop. Stop, Terry Crews, Miss Crews. Okay, stop, girl. You are not a leader. Okay, so I will come back to you guys soon. I'm gonna go to YouTube. Thank you.
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in. Go ahead and click like. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and go ahead and click the notification bell so you can be aware of every time I make new videos. Chantilly. Like and subscribe to my channel.